In this video, I'm going to cover 12 different ways on how you can make your offer on your new home stand out to the seller and the listing agent. And just know we've been experiencing bidding wars again here in Metro Denver since 2013 when home inventory levels dropped below 2 months. And I remember my wife and I were buying our current home September of 13. It was actually Labor Day weekend that we wrote an offer on, and we got into a bidding war. And so I think we were one of 3 or 4 offers on the home, and we were able to win that, partially because I'm in the mortgage business and I know what I'm doing. And so, bidding wars have been around for almost 9 years now. And then here in 2021, especially in the first 5 or 6 months of the year, bidding wars took on a whole new level of where it was very common for homes in the first 6 months of the year to receive maybe 50 or 100 showings, which means there were 50 or 100 buyers for one listing. That was how lopsided, supply and demand was here early in 2021. And so often these homes that get 50 to 100 showings would sell for multiple tens of thousands of dollars over list price. I know in May that single family homes sold on average for 6% over list price. So if you were buying a $500,000 home, that means on average the winning offer was $30,000 above list price. But I will tell you, there were many homes that sold for more than $100,000 over list price in 2021. So how are you going to make your offer stand out to the seller and to the listing agent? And the first one, I'm just going to be honest, for the sellers, it's all about showing them the money. You typically got to write the highest price offer or be probably within, say, $5,000 of it to have a chance. Number 2, if you can't put 20% or more down, you may have to really consider buying a home and looking at homes that haven't been remodeled in the last 10 to 15 years. Because those homes will receive far fewer showings and far fewer offers. In some of those homes, maybe you only be competing against 4 or 5 offers instead of 20 or more. Third great idea is putting into your sales contract that you're willing to outbid any other buyer by a minimum of $2,000, because that often gets their attention. And a lot of times when you write that into your contract, it may eliminate some of the other offers who didn't offer that. Number 4 is a bigger down payment always helps because it's all about showing the sellers the money. Number 5, this one is a great one to use. Ask your realtor to ask the seller's agent, if I could wave a magic wand, what would it take for your seller to accept our offer? It's a great way to ask, what's it going to take to get my clients under contract? And often the seller's agent will tell you, okay, this is what's important to them. It's about the money. It's about maybe the down payment. Another possibility always is they need some time to stay in their home. So that's a great question you need to have your buyer's agent ask the seller's agent. Number 6, I've seen this one work quite often, is offer a larger earnest money deposit. Let's say the seller is asking for $5,000. Maybe give them $10,000, because that tells you that you are more committed to buying this home and that you really want the seller's home and you're willing to give them extra money up front that you could lose. The 7th thing that you should do is you need to shorten up your time frames in your contract and offer to close, say, in 21 days. Instead of 30, 35 days, offer to close in 21, because so often time is money. And often those short closing periods really help your offer to be accepted. But I will just tell you this, you got to make sure your lender can perform and do this, so you don't get yourself tied up in a bind or in problems later. Number 8 is have your realtor, your agent, provide a list of a few bullet points for the seller and the listing agent of why the listing agent and the seller should accept your offer. It could just be, hey, here's our offer, we're putting this much down. You know, we're going to do a quick close. We're going to be doing the inspection within 48 hours of your home. You know, those kind of things. The 9th one that I want to cover, I just briefly mentioned earlier, is offer the seller a rent back period. It's officially called a post-closing occupancy agreement, where you can allow the sellers to stay in your new home for up to 59 days after closing. If this has been valuable for you, please like my page, my channel here. Please share it with others. Please subscribe. And like I've said, I'm sending out 2 videos a week for you to help you learn, to make you wiser, to help you buy a home. Number 10, this one's critically important. You must have a local reputable lender. You know, number 11 here is just limiting inspection objections for the seller. It's all about keeping it simple for the seller. Number 12, I leave it for the last because this is probably the most important one in our real estate market here in Denver, is you have to offer an appraisal gap or appraisal guarantee. Just 2 ways to say the same thing. Because you have to let the seller know that you're willing to pay more for the home that maybe it appraises for. It's most worrisome for people who can only put the very minimum amount down. Because if the house doesn't appraise, they are going to have to bring more money to closing. Honestly, just this morning here in early December, I was talking with clients and talked to them over the weekend as well. And I showed them, okay, they're putting 10% down. So I said, if the home appraised in their example, even as much as $27,000 less than their contract price, here's what it does to their loan. Increases their loan to value from 90%, or drops their loan to value, from 90% maybe to 86%. You know, if you found this information really valuable, please, you know, like this and share this video with others, because the truth needs to get out to many more home buyers here in the Metro Denver area. But this is the truth. These are some of the best ways, the 12 best ways to make your offer stand out. And if you want help talking through these, you know, please share with me down below that you would like that. And I'd be happy to help you. So, because I'm here to serve you.